And good evening and welcome to The Cellar. I'm your host, Richard Glover. You're tuning into another amazing night in The Cellar, where we talk about wine, fashion, and lifestyle. The Cellar is an innovative forum inciting provocative conversation about wine, fashion, and lifestyle, and the luxurious lifestyle of the wine consumer. We also invite people from other industries, people in the fashion industry, people in the pageant industry, people in the architecture industry, people that are always doing something, but at the end of the day have a glass of wine. Tonight, I have an amazing show set up for you. Tonight, our topic is wine, fashion, and lifestyle accessories. I have a lineup of some amazing guests in the studio tonight. Yes, we have live guests in the studio. And later on tonight, as you probably know, the buzzword is out there. We're going to have D.L. Hughley on the show. So don't go nowhere. Don't touch that dial. You want to stay tuned into The Cellar because we have an amazing night. We have a fashion designer who is in the Washington, D.C. area, and she designs clothes for men and women, and she's going to be my first guest tonight, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that when I introduce and bring her in. But also, we have our Glam with Malia segment, and I want to tell you something. Malia's got some amazing ideas and tips for women as we go more into the summer, and as, of course, many of you are going to the beaches and going to all the different exotic islands this summer because of 2020. We couldn't go too many places, but Glam with Malia is in the studio as well. She's going to be zooming in from Detroit, Michigan. Absolutely. Also, I know I have so much going on tonight, yes, but tonight I also am going to be telling you about the new platforms that you'll be able to follow The Cellar Show on. That's right. Just to name a few: Roku TV, Distro TV, and many more platforms starting on next week that you'll be able to follow on at home while you're sitting down at home and watching the show. So I got so many things I want to tell you. First of all, let me give a big shout out to all of those for this is Pride Month, and I want to just a big shout out, to everyone in the LGBTQ, the whole, bit for that. I want to just give some honor to you all. You are somebody, and we want to take pride this month. Last month we did something for mental health awareness. So every month we want to definitely make sure we give a good shout out to what months and what things are important. Also last month we had International Wine Day, where we did an amazing wine and cigar event at Petworth Cigars. So, and while we were there, I've been getting so many calls from people saying they enjoyed that I'm about to embark on another journey. And I'm not going to tell you much about it tonight, but you're going to have to follow this journey because you all have all been telling me I need to open up my own wine tasting room. I need to open up my own vineyard. I need to release my wine. Guess what? 2022 is going to happen. But it won't happen with just a bottle of wine. It's going to be an actual vineyard that I'm going to open up, the Cellar Vineyard. And I can't wait till it happens. I just tell you folks that if you just trust in God and believe in yourself, you can do anything. And if you just wait, I've done this for over 12 years, and now the sky is opening up. But you got to be consistent and persistent in what you do, and you got to follow your dream and follow your passion. That's enough about me tonight, but we're going to get ready to get into this amazing show. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back, and then we're going to jump right into our interview tonight with Amelia Banks, who is the founder and the designer of Amelia Banks Collections. Don't go nowhere. Don't touch that dial. You're tuned into The Cellar, where we talk about wine, fashion, and lifestyle. I'm your host, Richard Glover, wine expert.
something I need to say.
I don't want to see you go away.
You're right. You're right. I have forgotten how to act like a normal human being. And I play games, I lie, and I trick people to avoid the truth of how I feel. And the idea of letting anyone close to me is terrifying for obvious reasons. I love you.
And welcome back to The Cellar. I'm your host, Richard Glover, and you're tuned into another night in The Cellar where we talk about wine, fashion, and lifestyle. I need you to do me a favor. I need you to go to, for those who are watching on our Facebook page, The Cellar Wine Show with Richard Glover, there's a button there that say like. If you would like that for me, I really appreciate that. And if you do me another favor while you're on the fan page, there's a button that says, there's a little arrow that says share. Share it with your friends and family and let them know that you're watching The Cellar tonight with Richard Glover. Now, for those who are tuning in with our live show as well on our YouTube, there's a red button there that says subscribe. I want to thank all those folks. It was like 20 to 30 people last week that subscribed to our show. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. But if you're watching the show right now, if you hit that red button and subscribe, you'll hear a ding, and you'll be able to see all the upcoming shows, all the past shows, and all the upcoming shows and promos of The Cellar as we continue to move on this journey. Well, anyway, thank you for that. Ladies and gentlemen, I have with me an amazing young lady, hail from Nigeria.
Yes, I am.
And she looks gorgeous tonight. You know, I want to just tell her thank you so much.
Thank you.
The one and only founder and designer of Emilia Banks collection.
That is true.
Wow. Welcome to the Cellar.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Glad to have you here. You know, I just think it's great to have people sitting down in the cellar when we talk about wine, fashion, and lifestyle. And tonight we're going to do a wine tasting. You know, it doesn't matter if people like to drink wine or not. She already told me earlier, Richard, I'm drinking no wine. You know, I don't drink wine, but it's quite all right though. But tonight, because the show is about wine, fashion, and lifestyle accessories, I want to talk to you about the fashion piece of it. And I know that all of it ties together. But how did you get started into design? You're so young.
Yes, I do get a lot of times that people tell me that I look young, but I am 28.
Oh, wow.
I literally, yes, I do get people tell me, oh, you're 23. No, I'm actually 28. And I started when I was in high school. I was able to make one outfit that my teacher, a fashion design teacher back then at Bowie, she had put this outfit out in the short glass room, and I was so proud because it was my first time making something.
Right.
And she really loved it. I didn't think it was my best work, but she enjoyed it. I was happy. So I didn't start making like this type of outfit because I made this one too. So I really didn't start doing all of this until after college.
Okay.
So when you sit down and you don't have nothing else to do,
Right.
so you just pick up a sewing machine, and that's what I did. Picked up a sewing machine. I just started doing stuff, and I just fell right into it.
So when you went to college, did you go into fashion because there's so many different areas that you can go into the fashion idiom. You can go into merchandising, purchasing, you can go into design, business end of it. So did you do any of that, or was your degree totally something different?
Oh, my degree was in social work.
Okay.
So that's really different from fashion. But what I ended up doing in college was I started making beads. Waist beads, and I started selling that.
Beads like this?
Well, that is, that's bigger, but
okay.
waist beads, the ones that go in the waist.
Okay.
So I was making that. People really, were liking it, and they were purchasing it for me, and that was how I started making a little bit of money.
Okay.
And then I danced at some point,
designing the dance.
I did a whole bunch of things,
Okay.
So from there, and then I transitioned. I thought about it. I was like, okay, I needed to be able to do something else that people would love out in the community.
Right.
And also find a way to be able to assist people back home in Nigeria.
Okay.
So fashion came in place because it was either fashion or working out.
Right.
So I chose fashion because I loved it.
Okay.
I always had something for it. And I just fell right into it, and it was God, to be very honest. It was God.
And your passion?
Yes, and my passion, definitely,
Absolutely,
yes.
okay.
Yes. Day and night, after work, yes,
Okay.
till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
trying to make sure I perfect my professions, and, it's working.
So you design, do you also do the tailoring and the seamstering?
Yes, yes.
You make them yourself?
Oh, yes. Oh,
Wow.
yes. Oh, yes.
Wow.
Yes, I do. I do get a lot of people now that ask me to make their outfits for them. Before it was like, oh, Millie, what are you doing? Because I'm always putting it out on my Instagram page,
Right.
and people are like, okay, well, she's trying to do something. But
Build a
later
business.
on, down the line, people started seeing the work, the craft actually coming out to be really beautiful. That you
Right.
can wear it to work and
Wow.
and wear it out to anywhere. Parties or whatever, women, men also. So they loved it, and they fell in love with the craft, and I fell in love with it too. So
you're pretty busy making clothes.
I am. I am.
And you design it for them, and then you make it.
Oh
for
yes,
them?
fashion shows too.
Wow. So what fashion shows have you done?
So I did a fashion show. I did a fashion show at it was at, I think is Morgan State
Okay, in
University.
Baltimore, yes.
Yes, I did a fashion show there. I did another fashion show at another university. I don't remember the name, but they all really loved it. And I have like a tracksuits and a trench coat collection.
Wow.
that
So how many?
yes.
So you don't
It's a lot.
you got a whole line of clothes.
Oh, yeah.
So let's go. You got menswear.
Menswear,
Okay. Next.
then women's trench coats.
Women's trench coats.
Trench coats, actually,
Wow.
yes.
I have not seen anybody, no one designer, I mean, outside of the top brand people like, Gucci and all those, Burberry. So you make trench coats for women.
Trench coats for women, yes. And I tell you, people turn necks when I wear that, and
Wow.
when my clients actually purchase them too. So
Wow.
yeah.
And so women's trench coats, women's dresses
Yes,
and stuff.
tracksuits.
Tracksuits.
Oh my gosh, yes, I do a lot.
So do you have a store? Do you have a brick
I
and
might
mortar?
as well get
You
a
might as well
store.
get a store and display all of this out there.
Yes,
This is amazing.
yes. I have a
Okay.
store online. I
Okay.
have online www.ameliabankscollection.com,
Okay.
where people go to purchase, the trench coats, the track suits, and they let me know if they want an outfit customized for an
Okay.
event or
Wow.
birthdays. Yeah, I get a lot of
And men's suits.
men's outfits too. Yes.
Outfits. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You got
We
another-
can do
you
with
got
the
another
suits. I can do
customer.
with the suits too.
You
I
got
can
another
do,
customer. I
Oh,
like
yeah.
my custom made
can
suits.
do the suits too.
I haven't been to a department store to buy a suit in over 20 years.
Oh, wow.
When I realized that, I was tired of going to the Macy's and the
Mm-hmm.
Brooks Brothers because all the suits were either too long on the bottom or too. I would pay
Yes.
$1,000 for a suit.
Oh my gosh.
And I would pay another $250
fix.
and $300 just to get the suit to
Yep.
come down to fit me.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is amazing. Wow, I'm
Yes.
excited.
Yes, I was able to do suits. At first I actually used to go to people's homes to help them what is it called, trim down the pants.
Really?
Yes.
I have some pants I need trimmed down. I'm gonna send it to you. By the way, I love your outfit. Now, this is something you make. Can you tell us a little bit about this
Yes.
outfit?
So this is I call this, I don't even have a name for it as of
Really?
yet, to be very honest, but this is one of my jackets
Okay.
with the nice puffy sleeves because those are what is in vogue now.
Okay.
And I actually had a little dazzle, so I can wear this to go to someone's birthday,
Wow. So
weddings.
The detail is amazing, and I'm
Yeah.
sure our people can see it because it's pulling the camera up on it.
Yes. Thank
Wow.
you. Yes. So
So what do you have for us tonight? I know I asked you to bring some of your designs, and I would love to share it with our viewers and listeners.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
For those who are viewing, so what do you have for us tonight?
Today I actually have somebody, my very own brother.
Your brother is a
Yes.
model for you.
He is my model. The whole family
Keep
had
it
to
in the
come
family. Keep it in the family.
Yes,
Probably don't have to pay him, do you?
Oh Lord, talk about it later. So he is gonna actually have one of the men's collection that we can use to go out to, weddings. We
Okay.
can also use it to. He's gonna have a nice piece of hat on, and mind you, this hat that he has on was also seen on what is it called? Coming to America. Too.
Really?
Yes.
Your hat was on Coming to
It is. Well, the one I
one-
have one of them
Okay.
that is on Coming to America. But
Okay.
one day I will be part.
Oh, absolutely. So let's bring out your model.
Yeah, come on through.
What's his name?
His name is Emmanuel.
Emmanuel. Okay.
Emmanuel Amelia. Yes.
Emmanuel is going to. Are you all twins?
No, we're not.
That's nice, man.
Yeah. So
like
he's
that.
actually wearing one of my designs, and this is the men's fashion.
Mm-hmm.
It has really nice prints all the way down to the bottom because that is the new style that is in vogue right now, and also buttoned up all the way from top down to the bottom, and with the hats, with the really nice
The hat looks very real royal.
royalty.
Brings
Yes,
that royalty
that's
to
what
it.
I
like
try to
that.
make sure
That's
I
nice.
put
That's
out
nice.
there. Yes.
So and you make the hats more hats like this too?
Yeah, more hats are like this. Also plain ones too. Yeah.
Awesome. You can leave it out in the back, and I'll wear it. I think it's the same size. That's nice. That's nice.
Thank you.
So what else do
Thank
we
you.
have? I think we have an assistant model here that's going to bring something out for
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Okay.
My very good person.
She's back there. She's behind
She-
stage.
she's behind
She's
scenes.
working the cameras on the phones and
Yes.
stuff too.
Uh-huh.
Is that the one you? She's doing?
Well, that one and the pink one. Yeah. So it's actually like two prints. So one of the ones that I actually have out there is it's gonna be a white one and the pink one. The pink one is something that can be worn out to the pink one can be worn out to like what is it called? The people go out picnics.
The picnics,
That
okay.
is what it was. I couldn't think
Wow.
of the name. So picnics.
Nice. So you can turn it around. Yeah.
So this one can be worn out to picnics. It has. It's like really puffy sleeves and everything. It's puffy sleeves right here. It's really nice and really summery. And then this one right here, which is the white one, can be worn out to parties. It's quite short, quite cute, has the kind of sleeves that I do have on right now. And it's really gorgeous when it's worn.
So
Don't
the
worry.
puffy sleeves, you said, are in
Yeah,
vogue
they're
nowadays.
more in vogue,
They're
yes.
more in vogue nowadays. Okay, great.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Our model.
No, right.
Great.
Yeah.
So how can our viewers reach out to you if they want to buy or order or say, hey, I want a custom made, and you sit down with them and you consult them on that? How do they reach out to you?
So they can go onto my Instagram page, two of them, at Amelia Banks, EMILIABANKS, and they can also go out to my main fashion page
Okay.
at Amelia Banks Collection. And also my telephone number is out there for anybody
Awesome.
to call me, kind of let me know what you need, and I would take your measurements. If you have your measurements too, I do ship out to anywhere
Wow,
and
okay.
everywhere. Give me some time and you would get your outfits. That's all.
Awesome,
Yes,
great.
thank you.
So, what's next for Amelia Banks? I mean, I know now there's a city that the country is opening up more, and there's more fashion shows that are already getting on the books for different places. New York Fashion Week, DC Fashion Week. Do you reach out to those different producers of those fashion shows?
That is what I have in store for 2021, actually. Yes. And also, I'm getting ready to launch out my foundation.
Oh,
that I
wow,
do.
okay.
Yes, I do have a foundation back home where I do sponsor women and children.
Oh,
well,
awesome.
the women and their kids
Okay.
going back to school.
Wow.
Helping them to be able to, build for themselves rather than dependent on nobody.
nobody.
Because there's nobody literally.
If I could jump back a little bit
Sure.
before we run out of time, your degree is in social work.
Yes.
So that's the social
That is the social work
coming out
aspect
of
of
you.
it.
So you open up-
Yes.
And what's the name of
yes.
your foundation?
So I'm gonna still coming out. It's
still
gonna be
coming,
yeah.
okay.
It's gonna be called Mima.
Mima.
Yes,
Okay.
Mima is the foundation. And this was something that I know that God actually put in my heart to be able to do for them.
Awesome.
And I know that they're so excited and so happy. Women back home, I always have like videos and
Awesome.
everything else they send me to just thank me. And I tell them thank God because it's not my power.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Wow. You're tuned into The
Thank you.
Cellar. We've been talking to Amelia Banks, who is the founder, designer of Amelia Banks Collection. And, you have some amazing things, and I'm so glad that you were able to come
Thank you.
to the show here and then give us a little mini fashion show of what you have, and I'm sure you have so many things. You can reach out to her website at ameliabankscollection.com.
yes.
.com.
.com.
And then she also gave you her Instagrams. We're going to be putting that up on our stuff as well, so we can definitely help push it along. A young lady doing some amazing things
Thank
and
you.
giving back to her community. So glad to have you out today.
Thank you so much for
We got to
having
bring
me.
you back, because are you going to have, or do you do your own line, like have your own fashion show where you do? I think you did a couple of universities, but do you plan on doing anything like you say, hey, this is one sponsored by you,
For me.
and you're going to put out there and show only your
Oh
clothing?
yes, I have to do that. I
Yes.
feel like I have to do that for people to be able to see
Exactly.
the beauty of
Exactly.
my fashion.
Well, we're going to always bring you back again.
Thank you
so
so
you can
much.
tell me what new collections you got.
I'll do
and
my
we'll bring you
best.
back. Don't go nowhere. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back with our Glam with Malia segment. And then we're going to go to our second half of the show. Again, I'm going to do that wine tasting tonight. We actually have a bottle of wine from One Hope. One Hope is a foundation that we are helping them push their wines. And it's a red blend. We're going to do the wine tasting tonight. Don't go nowhere. Don't touch that dial. You're tuned into The Cellar with Richard Glover, where we talk about wine, fashion, and lifestyle. welcome back to the Cellar. I'm your host, Richard Glover. You're tuned into another evening in the Cellar where we talk about wine, fashion, and lifestyle. Today, I want to bring it. Let's bring right back to her segment, Glam with Malia. Are you there, Malia?
Hi, yes. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you today?
I'm good.
Great. So, what do you have for us today?
Yes, so I know you said that you're talking about accessories, so I thought I could bounce off of that as well. I know
Awesome.
last week I did talk about flip-flops and sandals, and especially what to wear on vacations. So now I'm going to talk about nail colors and nail shapes that are really trending for 2021. So a lot of people usually like the straight nails, like the little cube square nails, or a lot of people do also like the almond. Almonds are very in right now. It's so subtle, it's so sleek, it's so perfect on your hands. It looks just amazing. So also there is some images as well. So this baby pink right here, it's like a light flirty pink. It's so perfect for any tan that you have. If you just want to look good, I know my favorite color is pink. I'm obsessed with pink, so I usually go with pink. Pink literally goes with anything, especially with flip-flops. That's obviously for the ladies. It's going to look amazing on you. You're going to feel like a new person. I'm obsessed with my nails, and I love getting them done. The second color is like a baby orange, kind of like a peach color. Kind of gives that little pop in your life, saying if something's going on in your life and you look at your nails, you're like, yes, like that is so me. Just the shape of the nails also as well. Those are like almond shapes, and they make you feel so good, and they're perfect for 2021 because I know everyone's ready to go on vacation, so we got to get that color. We got to get you guys trended on what is up. So yeah, the pink and that one, and then these are also the almond. These are like the acrylics, having like that little clear peach tan look on your nails with little white designs. Also dazzles up your hands. They make them more look delicate. They just like make you happy, and just saying, yep, these are my nails. Like I just love them so much. Just having colors like that, any pretty colors. And I know this pink is popping. I know everyone probably going to Florida or California are gonna have this pretty pink. It's like the perfect shade of pink. It's not too dark, it's not too light. It'll hit the sun, your nails will shine. I mean, I love that part. That part is amazing. And just having like a clean cut on your nails, nail shape and color is, I would say, the top three most like important to all girls. Because I know like everyone's like, oh, I gotta get my nails done. So, just getting like dipped or shellac, having that clear, no smudges. Those are also perfect just in case if, you're working with your hands, or if, you get your nails in the water. And there is also one other colors that I would say that, most people really, really like. It's almost like these pastel colors. So it's like a light green and blue, cotton candy, pink and blue, and just having that like pastel, like light your life. Like I got to get pastels probably when I go to Miami, but yes, so that is my segment. And if you guys have any questions or want tips or my advice, feel free to message me on Instagram at MaliaL16. I love giving you guys tips, and I love just like keeping up with the trends and keeping you guys like popping and know what's up this summer, especially for 2021. This is going to be a real good summer for everybody else.
Awesome. Thank you, Malia. I'm sure that when I get to Miami, I'm going to see a whole lot of almond and pink and beige and a whole lot of toenails. I'm sure I'll see that. Thank you so much, Malia. We're going to go to a quick break, and then we'll be right back. We're going to bring in our next guest tonight. And after we talk to them, we're going to do our wine tasting. So don't go nowhere. Don't touch that down. Again, we got an amazing night for you here in the Cellar where we talk about wine, fashion, and lifestyle.
games, I lie, and I trick people to avoid the truth of how I feel. And the idea of letting anyone close to me is terrifying for obvious reasons. I love you.
And welcome back to the Cellar. I'm your host, Richard Glover. That was an amazing last segment, with Emilia Banks and the Emilia Banks collection, and then we had Glam with Malia. Again, don't go nowhere. We got an amazing night tonight. We're talking about, because we're trying to get everybody ready for the summer. This is 2021, Everybody's taking the mask off, and everybody's going. Restaurants are open more, clubs are open. People are going out and they want to be all fashionable. Absolutely. They want to drink good wine and they want to look good. Yeah. So tonight, on my second guest I had the one and only, the owner, designer, and everything, everything for Nyla Bags.
Yes, Nyla Bags.
Nyla Bags. Okay, I said it right. Nyla Bags.
Yes.
Great. And welcome to the Cellar, Vetri.
Thank you. Thank
Welcome
you for having
to the
me.
Cellar. So
Yeah,
glad to have you.
Yeah.
Wow, this is amazing.
This is amazing. It's our first time we're doing this, so we're really, really excited to show our bags.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're not far from me. You have brick and mortar, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
you're
we
not
do.
far from
We
me.
do
You're
have.
located in.
Yes, we do have a store. We have a
Okay.
store in Olney, Maryland.
Yes.
It's a small store, but it's like a destination store. It's turned out to be a destination store. We've had people coming all the way from North Carolina.
Wow.
We've got people who actually stop by on their way to the airport to pick up our bags before they go off to their travels. So.
Wow.
Yeah, it's become quite and we've opened only about 6 months ago.
6
but
months?
Yes, and it's doing pretty well. The bang smack in the middle of the pandemic, we opened it.
But
yes.
this is interesting because a lot of people are doing great things during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And of course we've had this virus out, and a lot of
Yes.
people losing jobs, a lot of people not working.
Yes.
But for those of us that are visionaries,
Yes.
like yourself, you find a way to do something,
Yes.
to put together a passion
Yeah.
and make it, make it.
They say
big.
some of the best ideas come out
Yes,
during these times.
absolutely.
Right? When times are tough is when you come up with your best ideas.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about Nyla Bags. I'm
Yes.
excited. This is an amazing line of bags you have.
Yeah,
there.
thank you. Yeah. Firstly, the bags are made, all handmade. They're handmade by women.
Really?
Women owned, women run, minority business, obviously. And the entire supply chain, we try to keep it as much women as possible.
Right.
Because one of the things we're really concentrating on is trying to get women empowered,
Yes.
especially in countries like ours where
Yes.
we don't have that kind of leverage
That leverage,
that men do.
I was reading that in your on your website, you know. And
Yes.
I thought that was amazing how you're making the women that are picking to get bags together.
Yes, yes.
That you're empowering them.
Yes,
To,
yes.
you know, set their work hours.
Yes, and we do complete ethical sourcing. We do buy directly from them.
Okay.
It's craftswomen. Actually, they would have run out of business had we not given some of our designs. They would have become maids in some cities or
Right.
something. This was a dying art. We just really kind of like revived the art. So we wanted to kind of like, it really started as a hobby.
Okay.
So we just made a few bags for our clients because we run a design advertising business.
Okay.
We did a few for, you know, like unique pieces
Right.
for our clients, and then there started becoming a demand for this kind of bags, and slowly we started making a few designs, and you know, and then now it's a full-fledged collection 5 years later. Yeah.
And it started all just an idea.
Yeah, yeah, it was
Something was off of something else, piggybacked off of with your other businesses.
Yes, yes, and it was really not planned, but I'm a strong believer that good craft sells.
That's true.
It sells itself.
It does.
We don't have to sell it.
That's true.
It's not the conventional mass marketing, approach. This sells itself.
But you know, it's interesting. A lot of people are moving toward that direction. They don't want to go to the big boxes or the mass
Yes.
production because they want stuff to be. That's how I started with my suits.
Yes.
I got tired of going to the big boxes. I said, I want something that's going to reflect who I am.
Yes.
My personality.
Yes.
You know, a designer, 5 or 6, 10, 12 designers that work for Gucci or work for Burr Brothers,
Yes.
they can't discern what Richard likes.
Yes. Yes.
They can just put out their ideas
Yes.
and say and put it in the magazines. This is what's coming up. This is the fad. Well, that fad may not fit in my lifestyle.
Absolutely.
So this is great that
Yeah.
you're doing something totally different than.
Yes,
you
we know our clients by name.
Yeah, see, that's
we
important,
know
yeah.
them. They become family over time. We know our story of the bags. We know where they come from. They're 100% biodegradable. None of it is actually going back to a landfill. This is real leather. It's real skin. So sometimes you will see the natural markings of an animal
wow.
in that,
Okay.
and it's hand dyed. The entire process is a biodegradable process. So you actually, where it's coming from and where it's going.
Where it's going. I like that.
Yeah.
Wow. So you're in Albany, Maryland.
Yes.
Which is up part of Silver Spring, Maryland.
Yeah, it's close to
It's
Silver Spring,
Silver
Maryland. Yes.
Spring.
Uh-huh.
And 5 years in the making, and
Yes. It's been a really fun journey because I'm a designer.
Okay.
At heart, I'm a creative person. I'd like to keep doing something new. And really, these bags we didn't really have to sell too hard. And as a person of a foreign, I'm an immigrant and a person of color. It's not easy for us to really.
That's true.
Penetrate markets sometimes. And so when we were making these bags, we said we just put a simple philosophy out. We said, you know what? If they are good, people will buy them.
That's right.
And we've not really done any hard sell. We only have our store and our online e-commerce website. In fact, we've had celebrities who've actually we were found in one of our trade shows.
Really?
When we did the 8th Street Festival, we just kind of like did our usual kind of stall,
Okay.
Selling bags. We just wanted to get our name out there, and that's when we got approached by DL's
DL
PR
Hughley.
team.
Wow.
Yes, we were incredibly blessed to
Yes.
have, because we are a real brand, real people.
Yes.
We do not want to kind of showcase it with models and
Right.
just kind of like uplift it and not really provide the kind of quality.
Absolutely.
So associating our brand also with real people
That's really good.
at heart, they have to be authentic and
Yes.
real. So the fit was perfect for us.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is exciting. I'm so glad that we met. I'm so glad that you're here in our
Yeah,
studio
yeah.
On the Cellar, because we like to always be the first to help get people out there.
Yeah, thank you for
and
having us.
I love the DL Hughley, and it's DL Hughley plus Nyla.
Yes, plus
I like
vanilla.
that. So where did that concept come from? And I want to also, we got some help here to bring some of the bags out so people could see them.
Yes.
And you can talk about the bags.
Yes.
But tell me about the DL Hughley time,
Yes.
Nyla.
Yes, I mean we know DL has a huge following, and you know we're just a small little brand. You know, we knew when we were talking to his team, we wanted to do justice to his already strong following and his brand. Personally, I'm a big fan of DL myself. I mean, I'm constantly watching his shows online. And so for me, it was a personal project as well, where you know we said if even if the logo, the way we pull the brand together, has to have takes from his personality
Exactly.
into the bag. So every bag actually is lined with some with red velvet. It's very much his stage presence, you know. So
Okay.
we kind of like pull that inspiration from his stage. Red velvet lining. So inside the bags, everything is red velvet. It's really soft. It's kind of like this hard exterior, but really soft interior in the structured bags that we have. And then we have some for the men's collection as well. We have the duffel.
Okay, so let's bring out our model that's going to come and just come on out now. You know. So, which one you want her to hold?
Yeah,
up so you can start
the
talking
blue one is one of our best-selling
Okay.
ones, and if you want to hold it on all sides, if you want to just turn it around. It's the shape itself. We call that the doctor's bag.
Oh, okay.
The shape itself is something that is so unique that no other brand has it. Wow. And when you open the bag, it kind of fits beautifully on the shoulder. You can hold it in your hand. The truth is, it seamlessly works between formal and casual clothes.
Okay, so
you can take it all the way to office as well as
I like that.
out with your friends.
And then go straight to happy hour.
Yeah, straight happy hour with your friends.
Wow, okay.
And most of our bags are actually timeless in terms of the style. So you can
right.
wear it with multiple clothes.
Okay. What about the next bag there?
The next bag there is what we call the big bag, and it's literally, we call this the big bag because that's what DL called it, and we said, you know what, let's call it the big bag. And it really is an oversized bag, and oversized is very much in vogue, especially in summer when you're wearing your loose summer clothes. These oversized bags really kind of accent your look. Accessories really build up or build down your look, so you have to really pay attention to the accessories. You don't really have to have expensive clothes,
Right.
but a good accessory can really make it work.
Absolutely.
And same thing.
I like this one right here. This is
Yes.
This is the DL also.
Yes, this one's also DL. In fact, we have two duffels in this mix. It's his capsule collection. He's picked five styles. You'll see it in our website, nilabags.com, nilabags.com, under the limited edition section.
Right.
But if you see this bag, this is made with hunter leather. We call this hunter leather. It's actually buffalo leather. And you see there is actually the logo itself is in that gold embossed logo. So it's very much his personality.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. And now while we're here, let's go over to the next side here and see what we have.
Yes. So we have the other colors in the collection. For the doctor's bag, we have about 5 colors.
Okay.
So the one that you saw in the beginning was the blue one. You have the red and the aubergine.
Oh, wow.
We call it wine as well.
Ah.
So there you go, the wine.
I like that.
And each one comes with this little kind of charm that also is DL, the logo, limited edition logo is in there. And any bag that you order comes with a personalized note. It's not, obviously we've kind of created what DL's philosophy of fashion is. And so it comes with a note in it. And so people really love that personal touch as well.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So what do we have on this one right here?
And the last one here is, another color of our big bag. This is also a popular color. We call this cognac. I know we're kind of getting away from wine, but this is cognac.
Hey, it all works with me.
So this one's a very popular color as well. Again, goes with a natural color goes with pretty much most clothes. But a pop of color always works for summer.
Great.
So
Wow. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go nowhere, Vidra, because I got some more questions for you.
All
This
right.
is amazing.
Okay.
I'm glad we did this. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. You're tuned into The Cellar with Richard Glover, where we talk about wine, fashion, and lifestyle. And I'm interviewing Nyla Baggs, owner, designer,
Vetri.
There you are.
What are you doing here?
There's something I need to say.
I don't want to see you. Go away.
You're right. You're right. I have forgotten how to act like a normal human being. And I play games, I lie, and I trick people to avoid the truth of how I feel. And the idea of letting anyone close to me is terrifying for obvious reasons.
And welcome back to The Cellar. I'm your host, Richard Glover. You're tuning into another night in The Cellar where we talk about wine, fashion, and lifestyle. And we're right now talking with Vetri, who is the designer and owner of Nyla Bags. And of course, we've been talking about the D.L. Hughley special edition. So we have on the line Mr. D.L. Hughley. Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Hey, now how you guys doing?
We are doing great. Great to have you here on the show. And we're talking to Vetri.
Well,
we were just talking about your line. Tell us a little bit about the line yourself. How do you feel about it? I know you know it's got your name all over it. I would get me a bag.
Actually, what I conceptualized, this turned out so much better than I could have imagined. I think that they do great quality work, and I think it's the kind of it was specific to something I'd like to do, which is kind of stand the test of time. And I think it's not trendy, and it's not it's not hip or cool. It's just very fashionable and straightforward. And I think it reminds me of like a lot of Chanel pieces where your mother and the mother's daughters, fathers, and sons will be able to pass them bags down, and they'll hold up and still look dope. So that really excites me with this level of craftsmanship, and that I could be associated with that was even more exciting.
Wow. Well, we do know you as a fashion icon, sir. And
I didn't know that. I appreciate it.
Hey, I'm looking at that suit you had on in the picture, man, and I got to go back and get another one made.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Well, it's that's high praise. Thank you.
And well, we really appreciate the fact that you collaborate with a local here in the Washington D.C. area, because the show is live out of D.C. and to have Vetri here in the studio, and her shop is in Olney, Maryland. This is great to be able to push what she's doing and also push what you're doing here in the D.C. area.
Hi, dear.
Right. Hey, now, how you doing, Vet? Are you all right?
Good. How you doing?
Excellent. I'm driving along. I couldn't. It was a Zoom call, so I didn't get a chance to get in. But I just think you've done just a fantastic job with the bags, and
yes,
I'm very excited for people to see them.
Yes, we're super happy to finally launch it. Actually, it's got great reception, so much so that we're getting orders from UK for your bag.
Right.
Crazy. Crazy.
Well, you know what?
Fans.
It's the jewelry stuff. Fashion probably starts there through Europe and then comes on this way. So I'm thinking that's probably the natural progression.
Awesome.
Well, I'm going to get my bag, and I'm going to wear mine all over D.C.
All right.
When I travel to Florida for the Miss Bikini pageant, I'm taking my bag with me.
Yeah. Well, you better take, if you're going to Florida, you better take a lawyer too. So maybe I can fit in the bag.
Wow. Well, Mr. Hughley, we thank you so much for taking time out to
You're
call
sincerely
in.
welcome, man. It's a pleasure to have been a part of this, and I just can't wait for people to get a chance to see it. I think that the bags are beautiful, and I think that they're individual, and I think that they're the kind of pieces that people are going to be talking about.
Well, if you ever want to catch the show, we're on YouTube Live, and we're going on a couple of other platforms. It's the Cellar Wine Show with Richard Glover, where we talk about wine, fashion, and lifestyle.
Dig it. Well, I tell you, two of those things are my favorite things. I like living and I like drinking wine, so we even.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate you coming
right,
in
thank
and putting
you.
in the plug. Have
Take
a great
care.
day. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Yeah, that was awesome having you on.
Yes,
And,
yes.
and it's good to have, when somebody puts their name
Yes.
on something, and you can reach out to them and they
Yes.
can help support that. That's really
Yes.
good,
Yes,
That
yes.
speaks very favorable of him as a
Yes,
person,
Yes,
that-
he is genuinely a good person to be with. And we believe that, again, we're a small brand, but we know that the people we tie up with pretty much make or
Absolutely.
break the brand, and we're so honored and happy and blessed
Yes.
and grateful to be having the association with DL, because not only his philosophies, but also his following.
Right.
Everybody, and we have similar type of following. People who buy one bag
Yes.
always come back for a
and buy.
second one.
Absolutely. So now I've been waiting to hold this question to the end.
Uh-huh.
So now there's a lovely lady that this bag is named after,
Yes.
and her name is
Nila.
Nila.
Nila's my daughter. She's a
Awesome.
9-year-old. She's still going to school.
Awesome.
She has no idea how big this is.
awesome. Excuse me, I think we have some feedback. Hold up for a second.
We have.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank
So,
you. Yeah.
so you tell me about your daughter.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, so Nila's 9-year-old. She goes to Sandy Spring Friends School.
Okay.
And this bag was named after her. We actually had a bag before she was born, but it was nameless. So when she was born, we said, you know what? Let's just name it after her. And it's taken off really well. In fact, she inaugurated the store too. She cut the
Really?
ribbon and everything.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nila.
Yes.
Nila Bags.
Yes.
I was just telling her, before we came live,
Yes.
that, she's already got a foundation laid out for her,
Yes.
the CEO, when she gets really finished college and everything. But that's a great thing. I have a friend of mine that makes my shoes, and the shoes are named after his son, Liam. I'm messing up tonight, but anyway, his shoes are named after his son.
Yeah.
So I have the whole collection of his shoes, and I like the style of it and everything.
Yeah, I mean, she comes with us for every shoot, every show. We believe that if it's a family thing, and there's a soul to it, and we
Right.
put our soul into our work, and there's no need to hide the real you.
That's true.
And that's how our bags are made.
Right.
That's how we want to showcase the work. Fashion especially has been forever
Absolutely.
camouflaged
Yes, it
with a
has.
lot of, things that is not right.
Yes.
And so we want to get the real beauty. And real beauty is actually also its imperfections.
Absolutely.
Along with its
Absolutely.
perfections.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being with us tonight. The time is just like getting past us. I didn't even do my wine tasting, but we've been buzzing around, excited about having you here on the show, and then having D.L. Hughley chime in, and then having Emilia Banks on the show too.
Yes.
So, but before I let you leave that seat, I need you to tell all of my listeners and viewers how they can reach you,
Yes.
how they can order their bags, and even if they want to come by your store,
Yes,
where to go.
absolutely. Yeah. So website is nilabags.com, NILABAGS.com. You can follow us on Instagram, Nila_NILA_bags. We have, again, a pretty tight, I would almost say, I'd hate to use the word, but it's like a cult following. We do have,
Awesome.
people who keep coming back. So when you join the Nila_bags community, you will be part of family.
Awesome. That is great. So much. So thank you so much. It's always that you never have enough time when you're having a great time.
Yes.
And we didn't get a chance to do my wine tasting, and we normally do a wine tasting in the show, in the middle of the show, but I was so excited about having two type of designers from different
Yes.
parts of the industry
Yes.
to come together, and we talk
Yes.
about lifestyle and accessories, because
Yes.
a lot of times we always talk about the clothing, but there's accessories that
Yes.
also make the clothes.
Yes, and just different sides of
Yeah.
the globe as well. This
Absolutely.
is what true artist and craftsmanship
Yes.
is about. It's about kind of like the integration of all ideas. And I think I love her the hats and
hats,
the
yes.
clothes that
Yes.
Emilia had bought.
Absolutely.
And I think our bags, these are very distinct styles.
Yes, absolutely.
But that's what it's all about. It's about bringing these authentic, from where you come from, and then make it all a melting pot of great
Absolutely.
work.
Great. So we didn't do the wine tasting tonight, but our wines tonight are sponsored by One Hope. One Hope is a foundation that gives back to countries that are deprived or underprivileged countries, and they do it through foundations that people who have foundations that come and use the wines for fundraisers and stuff. So Elaine Mercado is our rep there. She's out of New York, so she sponsored our wine tonight. One Hope is a red blend, and I've told my listeners and viewers so many times that red blends are wines that are a mixture of either a Cabernet Sauvignon, a Merlot, or either a mixture of a Cab and a Pinot Noir, or a mixture of a Cab or a Merlot and a Syrah or sweet Syrah. So these are just different types of wines that they can come together, different types of grapes that come together and make one blended taste, that you can be distinctively taste the different
Right.
types of grapes in that wine.
Right.
So we didn't do that tonight, and I really apologize. I know my listeners love to see the different wines I like to promote, but we will double twice next week. We're going to do two wine tastings. in the beginning and at the end. And I promise you, we're gonna have some amazing Italian wines because in the month of June we're doing Italian wines and stuff. So, but again, thank you so much for coming out. I've enjoyed this show. You know, amazing interviewer. You know, and so much you got going on.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I appreciate it. And your husband is also here, and your
Yes.
daughter's in the studio.
Yes.
You know, with big shout out
Yes.
to him. You
Yes.
know, I met him at my cigar and wine event, and
Yes.
he brought the bags up, and the ladies were going crazy over the bags and stuff. I mean, when people see them, they just get excited and stuff.
Yes, yes.
So,
Like
you
I
know,
said, good work speaks for itself.
absolutely.
I'm interested in that wine. I'm thinking, all right, you know, you're going to feel good and
Absolutely.
feel really good about giving.
Yeah, we y'all won't see, but we are gonna have our wine tasting after the show. We will have our wine tasting after the show. Look, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in again. If you're tuning in on YouTube, please go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're tuning in on our Facebook page, get there and like it and share. We got amazing things coming up in June, some more wine tasting, some more guests coming in. And I don't want to hold you too long, but like I always say, you know, I came in on my jet when I got here. My jet is actually parked out in the backyard there, waiting for me to come out. I have a jet that picks me up and takes me wherever I want to go.
Nice.
So, you know, like how you said that.
When
nice.
I grow up, I want to do that.
But like I always say to my listeners and viewers, take time, enjoy fine wine, and we'll see you next time in the cellar.